It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Luck, Bad Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. We gon' wake that ass up. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show. We give you what you need, yo. You need, yo. Every 3 times a week, yo. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show, and Cheese Show.
Yeah, bacon, egg, and cheese, about to wake that ass up. Girl, who is you playing with? Wake that ass up. Told your big daddy when you wake your ass up. Yo, what is you waiting for? Wake that ass up.
After we do the show, then stop. Then what? Subscribe it like it's hot. After we do the show, then stop. Now what? Subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. Now subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. BEC, so subscribe it like it's hot. So subscribe it like it's hot. Subscribe it like it's hot.
Those are cute glasses, you heard?
Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is the red version of the ones I be wearing all the
Oh,
time.
Lissa, you look like you put a cup size smaller on.
I didn't. Shout out to Savage, Fenty, and their braziers, lingeries. What are they, lingeries?
Yeah, they was just telling me about one big telling me they had.
I didn't. It's my size.
Well, you look good, bitch.
Let me cover it up just in case my mother's watching.
Shout out, moms.
Share the love, share the live. Happy Wednesday. It's hump day. It's time for your favorite dish. You already know, Lady Luck, Babs Bunny, First Lady of the Streets. I am Miss Lissa, and we're going to get into some of these hot topics. No, don't do none of that, computer. Shout out to Lady Luck, because if you didn't know, she is it. She is the it girl, but she's also IT. Anytime I have any issues with my MacBook, with my phone, she is my first line of defense. So shout out to you, okay? You are amazing. So yeah, in the meantime, in between time, you already know, make sure you are subscribed to the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show on YouTube. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram. It's at the BEC Show. And we are still looking to build our team. So for love music, we want you on our team. Just email the BECshow@gmail.com. And don't forget to subscribe after the show. I can't stress that enough. We need to get our subscribers all the way.
I agree. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It is hump day. All right, so we're having a good time today, man. I'm high as hell, you know. I'm not even gonna lie. I got zooted. It's gonna rain out here today, so I don't know what Babs is doing. She's getting me dizzy.
I'm sorry.
Is it the CBD, Lucky CBD?
It's everything. You know, Pure V should be ready soon. We're still working on the recipe, and that's just 1 scoop of powder, and you get all of your vitamins and nutrients. You know, being iron deficient is a problem that we have throughout the entire world. You know, African Americans with vitamin D deficient, iron, because we're not in our natural habitat. You know, so it's very big over here. And then what I found out is that women, Black women in particular, when they get fibroids, you know, this is a 50-something billion industry a year, just removing the uterus. And that is, and that right there is attributed to us being iron and vitamin D deficient. So Pure V is gonna have that, plus all the other nutrients that your body needs. So you just pour it in, shot of water, 8 ounces of water, shake that bitch up, your smoothie, your drink, anything, and get your vitamins that you need. You're wondering why you're so tired? You might not have enough iron in your diet. And I ain't even trying to rap, but I have been consuming a lot of iron because I just be like dragging.
Well, speaking of dragging and tired, Caesar from Black Ink Crew is being dragged because people are saying that his behavior is tired, okay? So we already know he was in the news because he allegedly abused his daughter Cheyenne. And you would have thought that VH1 would have cared enough to cancel the series, but they didn't. They actually made it a part of his storyline. But now that a video has surfaced of him abusing a dog, because you know dogs is more valuable than human lives to a lot of people, VH1 has issued a statement stating that they do not agree with his behavior, and due to this will be the last season of Black Ink Crew. And people are alleging that his ex-girlfriend, I forgot her name, is the one who leaked the video.
Squirrel. Squirrel. Trust the name Squirrel.
Well, the secret squirrel allegedly leaked the video of Caesar, because the video came from his own security camera. So they're saying that it had to be an inside job, and she was the last person inside. And then right after Caesar, I guess, announced that he was single, the video went out. So I want to say, to ask you ladies, how do you feel about him allegedly abusing the dog? Do you feel like it's valid for VH1 to now pull out of working with him, pause, or should they have done that when he was allegedly beating on his daughter?
This is a four-part answer. First of all, you gotta watch. Okay, first of all, karma is a bitch. Okay, so that's first off, for how you treated your daughter and things of that nature. And Caesar's my boy, but I'm just saying, because coming from a woman who has, whatever daddy issues, whatever like that, especially in our Black community, it was disgusting to handle that thing outside. VH1, I'm not going to give my opinion, but even I'm sorry, I'm high, but even his ex-girlfriend came out and said he was abusing me, and y'all made me sign paperwork so that the show wouldn't get canceled. So y'all were fully aware of the abuse that Black women were taking, but we're not even gonna go there because that's not even my point. Then it is disgusting and down low for somebody to come to your home and videotape you. And as soon as I saw that it was somebody's phone and taped it, I knew that it was a woman. And there's nothing like a woman scorn. And that is because that is what you chose out the bottom of the barrel. And you were fighting with your daughter allegedly over this woman as well. And now, look, humble pie. Then you trusted a bitch named Squirrel. Now, really quick, let me tell you.
You're dumb.
Now, really quick, let me tell you why I won't touch a bitch named Squirrel. So I was outside my house. This is maybe years ago. I was a teenager. I'm outside my house and I'm smoking weed. And I see a squirrel. He right there on my walkway. So I said, hey, man, get the fuck out of here. Just being silly. I'm outside. It's me by myself smoking. And the squirrel said, crick, crick, crick. So I said, what? You trying to argue back with me? And the squirrel put his body up like, and just started yelling back at me. And if anybody saw it, I'm literally outside my house arguing with a squirrel. So then I get up and walk towards him. The squirrel ran up the phone pole and then turned back around and started yelling at me from up there. So ever since then, I don't trust nobody named Squirrel, okay? Because they argue back, and I just wanted to tell a story. But it's the whole thing from top to bottom is disgusting. Somebody will come in your home and hold off that video. She didn't report it right away, so her intentions were not pure. Like, if you really cared about that dog, you would have told immediately. But nah, that was vindictive. That's disgusting. That's a nasty personality. That person trusted you, and you came in their home and you held it because you want to destroy them. You are the bottom of the barrel. You are disgusting. And Caesar shouldn't be hitting no dog. People's trying to come for me in the comments and stuff. You shouldn't be hitting no dog like that. But what happened?
And he hit his ex-girlfriend. Dutchess, like you said, she issued a statement. And she said that she was being abused, and the next knew about that. So where was that concern when a human being was actually being abused? And I'm not being
Black women.
I know Babs really loves dogs, so I can't wait to hear her opinion. But where was that concern when a woman was being violated?
Hey, so first of all, I'm so mad at Caesar for that, and I fuck with Caesar, but like that was a puppy, and he wowed out on a puppy. So that's crazy, but he lost his job because of it, and the girl is saying she didn't release the footage, right? That's what she's saying. So I'm gonna say allegedly the girl released the footage, because let's be clear, she's saying she didn't. But we need to get Dutchess on the show. That's who I want to talk to. I want to talk to Dutchess. The chick. Dutchess was the one that was there from the
beginning.
That's still not cool, love.
Listen to me.
What's that?
That's the collar that shocked you when the dog when it barked.
Oh.
Not when it barked. Okay? When you had enough. Okay?
That's still cruel. What if somebody put a shock collar on you and shocked you every time they had enough?
Well,
I wish I had one now.
Yo, it has 16,000 reviews, okay? And when somebody is pooping on your new carpet and peeing all over your new carpet and refuses to behave.
That's what dogs do.
Well,
that's what
dogs
do. You have to train the dog. You have to train the dog. And not by abuse.
It's working.
Not by shocking
it's not
them.
abuse. It works. It's working.
Okay, Mr. Turner.
That is look, all right.
Yo, we need Dutchess. Wait, hold up. We need Dutchess on the show because I will never forget that, Dutchess had her heart broke. You know what I mean? And, Caesar was feeling himself at the time. He got the new show. He got chicks that never was never trying to mess with him before, wanting to mess with him. And Dutchess was trying to ride for him. And everybody was making fun of him, like, oh, you up under her, you listening to everything she's saying. And then look what happened. Like, so sometimes ladies and gentlemen, because you'll have women that do you dirty too and break your heart. Sometimes it might take a few years for you to see the karma. But boy, when it comes, it's going to come.
That's a fact. Speaking of come, Chris Brown has shot up another club and he has a new baby that I didn't even know who knew? So Chris Brown has a new child. He shared the baby. Let's look at the baby. Beautiful. Hold on.
That one.
She's gorgeous now. The baby gorgeous.
Yeah. 1, 2, yep. What?
So while making music, he got time to make babies. I believe her mother's name is Diamond. I'm not sure, but I didn't even know that there was a baby on the way. So royalty is a big sister again. So congratulations to Chris Brown. Did y'all know that he was having another baby?
I ain't know nothing, and I'm into ladies. But the way that Chris be moving and making his eyes really hot and steamy in them videos, like you could just tell that Chris enjoys extracurricular activities and he's really good at it, so I don't even blame him. All these little babies that look like Michael Jackson kids, they all look mixed and stuff. It's beautiful.
Shout out to Chris baby mothers who don't be looking for clout and don't want to put up pregnancy pictures saying that, oh, I'm pregnant by Chris Brown. Like, yeah, shout out to Chris for, picking the right ones.
Yeah, the ones who don't have problems. What's it called?
Clout chasing?
No, whatever. Just a good word, They pick nice, good women. That's the kind of woman I like, I just want to be quiet.
Now, our next person is not a quiet. Well, it's not even her fault. So it's a video that's going around of, it's what seems like a woman who is a big fan of Drake, and her man maybe knows Drake, and he's trying to get Drake to give her a high five, but Drake wasn't with it.
This is the energy I like to see right here. This right here.
Now, you just said you don't like attention-seeking women, and sometimes when you're in a relationship with a celebrity, you find yourself, or maybe somebody has high profile. I don't even know who that man was. I don't know that man, Keke Palmer voice. But clearly, Drake gave him a high five. He was trying to give his girl to get a champagne poppy to get a five, and he said, sorry, five. Stop it, five.
Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you, Lynn Pick. Yo, let me tell you something. I've been pissed if that was my girl. So the only time you come around here and do that is if I introduce you. But you stay here and chill. So if I be like, oh, this is my shorty, then you get your high five and Drake follow command. You know, but you can't just be some random girl with the guys. He don't know if you out here clout chasing or who you is. If you with me and Drake, oh, it's my shorty. Cause I do that for her, you know? But now if you out here and I ain't do that, that's what you get, little thirsty.
The man was trying. He said, Drake, look at her hand. And Drake said, it might have, no, I don't want to look at it. So how would you feel if you were trying to introduce your girl and the celebrity curved her?
I guess I would have got a nice aggressive from the beginning, like grab his shoulder. Yo, this is my girl. If it really was that important to me. Like, you know, when you put the thumb goes right in here, like you get a nice little nerve. Yo.
Yo, I was just telling you recently, how one of my exes used to want pictures all the time with other celebrities when we would go out, and I didn't like it. Like, I just think that that's weird. That's some real groupie shit. And like, if I take you out somewhere, you shouldn't be asking like, oh, I want a picture. Like, for what? For what?
What if you're dating someone who wants to be in the limelight? Maybe they want to be a dancer or a model. Maybe they want to be, I don't know, producer. Maybe they want to be a rapper themselves.
I don't want to date nobody. I don't want. That's why I don't want to do that. Because at the end of the day, if you go, like this, the blog Latoya Luckett got. Shout out to Latoya Luckett from Destiny Child, and she had an episode, and she had her ex-boyfriend up there, which is Slim Thug, and it was called Conversation with Your Ex. I want to do that, and so anyway. They was talking about, you know, how they feel about what went wrong in their relationship and what went right and how they see each other now. But one thing that stood out is that she said Slim Thug was not on at the time. She took the nigga with her to the studio, told the nigga, yo, get on the track. He hopped on the track. Her manager was like, oh, you rap? And she was like, yeah, he rap. You know what? Hype, like, yeah, this my boo. Put my boo on. Got that nigga a deal. And they not together, and he got kids with somebody else, and it's just like, yeah, I'm not doing that. No. And if I take you somewhere, don't be asking everybody for a picture. What's wrong with you? What's crazy?
Well, listen, like we just ran into my homeboy Ty from Diamond from P Valley. And like when we was on our way there, my girl knew that that's what I was going there to, you know, meet up with him right quick. And she said, can I get a picture? You know what I'm saying? She asked me before we even got there. But like if we out in a situation and you out here floating on your own, you know, like then I'm not with that. You get what I'm saying? Like I was just talking to a girl one time. We wasn't even in a relationship, and she was like, I love Jadakiss. I introduced her. The bitch fanned out so heavy, I walked away. Like, bitch, you with a star. Like I didn't even stand there for that moment. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you gotta act like who you with. But I date girls who don't like celebrities. You know, I had one relationship that was popular, but other than that, I date girls who they don't even like celebrities. They don't even know who celebrities are. They don't know them. They know who I am.
I used to date this girl from Queens. Shout out to Queens. Queens get the money. And she had the nastiest attitude, and I loved it. Like every time I brought her somewhere, people would be like, yo, what's wrong with your friend? Because that's how nasty her attitude was. Because dudes would be trying to talk to her, and she would be like, I'm with Babs. Like, screw her face up, all of that. And people would be like, ill. And I would be like, yes, give them fever. Give them fever. That's what I'm talking about. Say hi and keep it pushing. But once you trying to holler and all up in their face, like, no. And she don't want no pictures with nobody. Yeah, bully, you know who I'm talking about. She don't want no pictures with nobody. Period. She with me.
I like that energy. Unless I get it for you. I like that energy. You know what I'm saying? Don't be jumping out the window.
I agree. I agree with the both of you. I mean, yeah, I agree. I'm not dating anyone, and I definitely don't want to one that thinks that I'm going to be doing press releases. And even when I'm in a relationship, I don't like to tag the person like, or any of those things, because I'm not doing no marketing or promotion for you. Like, I'm not, if we're in this relationship and it's a real bond, I don't like so many outside people or sources or anything in the relationship. I'm not going to hide you, but I'm not going to promote you. I'm just not.
Yeah,
And even
Can't hear you,
go ahead, Lissa. Go ahead.
I was even working with someone who was of a certain status, and there was Big Fish is a production company. Big Fish wanted to do a reality TV show, and this person was going to be in the TV show, and they wanted me to be on the show as their girlfriend. I was like, and this was the beginning stages of my career. I'm like, I'm never coming into this industry as so-and-so's girlfriend. Like, I'll work to be Miss Lissa, and that's why I'm Miss Lissa. Like, I don't like those type of things. So I do agree. Now, Bunny, what were you saying?
I like
I
that.
was saying I would prefer my shorty to take pictures of me and other celebrities. Like, oh, baby, look, there goes so-and-so. Go, come on, let's get it. Like, that's what I like. Like, oh, babe, come on. Now, you know, if I be like, come on, babe, get in the picture, that's different. Or if I know that my shorty is a big fan of somebody because we spoke about it before, because of course we speak about music and movies and stuff. And then if I got you out with me somewhere, I will take you to that person. Like, oh, come on, babe, look. Like my ex was in love with Neo. She used to be like, that was her baby daddy. And if, you know, we would have ran into him, I would have definitely brought her over to him and been like, yo, what's good with the sperm? But, yeah. So I don't have a problem with that. But when you want your goofy shit on your own time, like, no.
Yeah, no, I understand. I don't even like friends off that wave either. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with the extra groupie stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on who it is. If we doing it, we do it together. But you all up in everybody's face everywhere.
I thought everything with a purpose, right? So even like one of my closest friends, now she's kind of like, she was just a friend, pause, like Mario song, but she was coming to events with me, and I told her, like, I don't like to have anybody around just to have them around. So she started being my assistant, like handling my scheduling and different things like that. And even now, if I have a friend and they have like, you know, if they have like a passion, if I can help my friend, that's one thing. But I feel like a relationship and a friendship for me is just different. Like, if you want to be with me because you like me, not because you think I'm going to elevate your career. And even with my friendships, when I feel like it's a genuine friendship, when and if I can help you with something, I don't mind doing that as long as you have a purpose. So it's like, if you want to be a makeup artist, okay, do my makeup, I'll promote you. And if I can, well, not if, I don't do if, when I can plug you to other celebrities and other people, get that money, you know? So it's like, you know, if you are, you know, a dancer, if you're a photographer, like if I can, you know, whatever I could do, because I genuinely already know that you support me, I'll do that. But just off the cuff, just meeting somebody, like even now, a lot of people want to hang out with me and they think I'm going to take them to events. No, you going to stay home. Meet me at Starbucks. Like, what you thought we was going to do? Like,
yeah, that's real. And sometimes
what?
they bring their people to tag along. So one time I'm going to the BET Awards, and I got my friends with me, but one of my friends, she invites her cousin. And so we're up in the hotel and I'm getting ready to see my friends help. And so, you know, one of my friends say, yo, B, you didn't eat all day. Are you hungry? I said, yeah. So she said, all right, I'm going to go get you something to eat. What you want? And then my other friend says, yo, B, what you wearing? Because at this time, I'm getting my makeup and hair done. And so my other friend said, what you wearing? I said, I'm wearing that. She said, all right, I'm going to iron it for you. And then this bitch who brings her cousin got her face screwed up. And she feels away. Like, wait a minute. This is what we doing? We ironing clothes. We going to the stores. Yeah.
Yes, you are.
Yes. Like, yo, bitch, you here on my back, bitch. You're not even on my back. You ain't even my friend. You my friend, nigga.
Plus ones annoy me. We're not
Yes,
doing that.
you my friend. And you got some nerve talking about that's what we doing. So yeah,
I'm
people
a
would.
I would never say that to you. I like to treat people the way I want to be treated. Like, even like, shout out to Torre. Torre and I actually found out that we're cousins. But even prior to, I used to always go to Sirius, and I would just be in the building just working with him. But I remember one time, I forgot who, somebody came in. It was like somebody of a big status. And I went and got them waters. I went and got them, like, I set it up real nice. And they was like, oh, she a good intern. Torre's like, that ain't no intern. That's Miss Lissa. But I'm humble enough I wanted his show to feel good. It wasn't about me being Miss Lissa in that moment. It was about making sure that his guests felt comfortable the same way I would want my guests to feel comfortable on my radio show. So that's just how that goes.
That's
Shout
right.
out
Your
to
friends gotta help.
That day, Lenny S even followed me like, damn, word, you a real one. So shout out to Lenny S as well.
Yes,
shout
don't have no friends around who feel away because they might have to carry a bag. If you a good bag carrier, carry the bag. You traveling, you getting in rooms that you couldn't get into, you smoking all the good bud, you eating all the good food. Help out. It ain't my fault that you ain't got another talent, but I love you. I love you. So carry the bag.
I went to DJ in Ohio one time, and I took a young lady with me, and she didn't understand that concept. Like, I would ask her to just do a couple things while I was doing other things. So at one point she, expressed like, damn, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, how else are you carrying your weight? You're not paying no gas, you're not paying no food, you're going to this event for free, like you smoking weed, like what you think you ain't giving it, we ain't smashing, so why do you think you deserve, all of these things? So it was different.
Well,
Never hit the road for me again. I mean, it's not like you asking for somebody to be a slave or you downgrading somebody. It's a team. There's 5 fingers on the hand. Everyone play a different role. So it's like, I need you to be a working member.
that's a fact. And speaking of a working member, we are looking for more working members for the BEC team. So if you are a pop culture enthusiast, if you love hip hop, if you love music, if you just love to create content, we want you on our squad. Email the BEC Show at gmail.com for details. If you have a resume, that is a plus. But if you are just looking to grow experience, you can start as an intern and work your way up. We want you on our team as long as you are a team player, punctual, and if you say you're going to do something, get it done. Email us after the show. Make sure you are also subscribed to our YouTube channel and following the BEC Show so we know you're real.
Shout out to Brina Beats, working really hard, doing a great job. We appreciate you so much. Shout out A. Simone, working hard on the other side. Just really blessed right now.
Yes, and shout out to all my friends that hold me down, that make sure I'm good. If they see my baby's hair lifting, they be like, yo, B, lay that down on the side. That make sure that my lip gloss ain't looking crazy. They be like, yo, they just, the friends that give you the hand signals, like they pat they like that, and you like, huh? All right, and they go like that.
I will say that at one point, me and Miss Lissa, we were together almost every day, and she is that friend. I used to yell at her about the pictures, but we would pass the phone back and forth. That's why you never seen us in pictures together. It's the same person, same place, but we would throw the camera back and forth. She helped me with my wigs and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I think I did something. I don't remember, but I just know that we held each other down.
You did something. Don't worry.
At one point, she thought I left her for somebody when we was in LA. I forgot what it was years later.
You did leave me. I thought it was a bigger celebrity. That's all. You did leave me.
Who'd you think it was?
I thought it was Lala. So you left me in the car, running car. I could have had gas poisoning or something for 4 hours. You said, I'll be right back. And I was so tired. I wanted to stay home that day, but Lady Luck is controlling. So she's like, no, get dressed. We got to go out. And this was BET weekend, so we had a lot of things to do. So I'm like, I'm going to take a little nap in the car. She's like, all right, I'm going to go upstairs and talk to Lala. 7 hours later, she comes up, all right, time for us to go home. And I'm like, wait, what? She's like, I was with Lala. When we found out it wasn't Lala Anthony, it was like Lala Rodriguez. Like, who was it? some regular Lala.
Yo, shout out to my sister in the comments. That's a whole stud, but she be doing my hair. She makes sure my makeup is right. She used to be married to a makeup artist. And so she thought she was a mini makeup artist. So she used to make sure my makeup and stuff was done. And she a whole stud. She a whole dude out here, like a whole dude. But
you like studs now. Bab said some what was it, sexist? I don't even know the right words today. We was on the phone earlier, and I asked her, Miss Lissa, did they watch G.I. Joe growing up? Shout out to everybody who watched G.I. Joe. American hero. And Babs was like, we wasn't dykes. tomboys, we ain't new to this thing. We true to this thing. We know who we was soon as we got here. Okay, I started doing makeup too. I'm nice with it. My girl nicer, but like, nah, I ain't no stud. I ain't no dyke. I ain't none of that stuff. I'm luck.
Somebody
Just like
said
Mike.
studs.
She said
Somebody
studs
said
do makeup.
studs could do makeup. Yes, studs could do makeup. Okay, especially when you've been in a relationship with an MUA. Okay, so Cabell, what's good? When you in a relationship with an MUA, they turn into an MUA. She know how to pack the suitcase for the makeup. She know how to wash the brushes. She know how to do everything, yo. She know when she be like, yo, you sweat, and she know how to blot you. She know how to do all of that stuff.
Yo, I did makeup so good. My makeup artist came to me like, look, you cheating on me? I was like, no, I did that makeup. All right. So shout out to everybody who watched G.I. Joe. Thank you, baby, for the badge. Everybody who watched G.I. Joe but can still do makeup.
Well, speaking of makeup, we hope this woman...
Wait. Haters. All right.
No, you did a great job. But speaking of makeup, we hope this woman and her baby father make up after this viral video. So there's a woman that was upset that while she had 4 children, only one father came to produce food for the kids, and he only bought enough McDonald's for his kids. And she was so irate that she decided to expose him, and that caused a great debate on the internet. Who's right and who's wrong?
And daddy, my baby daddy, come here with one meal for my child. But I have 3 other kids. We have 1 kid together, but he only want to come and bring one thing to McDonald's. But what about my other kids? How come you can't feed my other kids McDonald's though? Like, that's bogus as hell. Like, you're not gonna sit here and make my other kids feel left out, and you're only bringing one child something to eat. Look, there you go. And I bet you he only got one thing.
Now, y'all already, I'm pretty sure everybody saw the video. It's a little, it's like 30 more seconds. So he comes through. He got, it's not even a Happy Meal. He probably got a dollar cheeseburger, dollar fried. He got the drink. He said, this is what his son likes. His son. But she said, I have 3 other kids. I have 4 kids. I have 3 other kids. How dare you not come with enough food for everyone? There are some people that say he should have bought more food. There are some people said he's not obligated to do so. What is your opinion? This is the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
I see both, right? Because she's wrong, because that was your decision to have multiple baby daddies from the rip. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is responsible for your children. Now, me, I have class. So there's a difference. Not everybody is born with class. So I probably would have bought something like a pizza or something. But he does not owe them kids nothing. Now, my cousin had a child with a girl who had 3 other kids. You know, he'll pull up with the sneakers for his son. So does that mean because you was out here busting your box open that I'm supposed to take care of everything that came with you? You're not my wife, shorty. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really don't owe you nothing. Now, if I did it because I got class and appreciate it, but he should have took his child out, or if she don't want, like, for her to be flipping, it feels like she has a sense of entitlement, and that's not cool.
He did ask her. He said, well, send my son up. She said, I'm not going to let these other kids watch him eat McDonald's. He said, well, send my baby outside.
Yeah,
and
nah,
she said, well, no, I have food stamps, which means she's not working until the 11th.
See, they all bums. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem in this whole situation. And that could cause resentment for that child. Thank you, Smoking Bro Frazier, for the badge. That could cause resentment between the children as well. Because some people got better baby daddies, and we don't know his financial situation. He could have had the 40 pop in his pocket. And inflation is real, people. We went crazy in Walmart yesterday, and it was a lot of money. And I'm just saying, like, inflation is real, so we don't know what's going on in that brother's life. So for you to say that he owe your other kids something, she wilding.
What do you feel, Bab?
She definitely wilding. The Dawns was good. She's wilding. She's just wilding. I don't think that he's wrong at all. Who knows how old the kid is, and if the kid called and said, Daddy, I'm hungry, can you bring me some McDonald's? Like, and he pulled up with the McDonald's. The kid probably ain't say, "Can you bring us McDonald's?" I don't know the backstory, but I do not feel like he's obligated to do for the other kids. But I'm gonna say this, right? So, um, my brother, baby mother, has a child that's not my brother's, but this kid is younger than my niece and nephew. Now, when my mom would go visit my niece and nephew, she would still buy something for the other child. And my mother would say,
they all got class. They used to do stuff like that. Like my moms and them, they be off that.
yeah, and my mother would say, it's not right for me to bring stuff for them two, even though that's not my grandchild, but that debate, she didn't do anything wrong. It's not her fault. And I'm not going to have her sit there and watch them open up gifts. Now, she didn't get her the type of gifts she was getting her grandchildren, but she got her something.
God
So,
bless.
I agree with that. I would do the same thing. Like my grandmother is the same way. If you buy one, you gotta buy them all. And no, he's not obligated. I feel like, just the fact that you are fighting because your food stamps have not arrived yet. Like, sis, if you don't go and get what your kids need to get, go get a job and really, like, provide for your children, because he's not obligated to take care of these other three. He should have more class, like Lady Luck said. But baby, maybe he don't got class. Maybe maybe that's why he needs summer school. He don't.
Or
Go
maybe he ain't got it. You get what I'm saying? Or maybe he got other kids he got to take care of too. Like, that's not his responsibility.
but if she didn't want the kids to feel away, see me, even if I felt the way, I would have been like, all right, I would have took the food and I would have bought the food in the house and I would have ate it. It would have been my food. Because I'm not just going to give it to, I would have ate that shit.
So all of them gonna watch you eat.
No, now they can say, "Oh, mommy, can I?" And plenty of kids that watch their parents eat. No, you can't have none. I made you something. You ate already. Yes.
Or
You can't eat up all my shit. But I
or
definitely would have bought. Yeah, they would have said, "Can I have some?" I would have all gave them all a bite. They wouldn't have felt no way if mommy would have had it. But I definitely would have took the bag. You think I would have turned him away with that value meal? Hell no. I would have took that food, bought that right in the crib, and ate that shit.
Besides the other option of him not having to buy anything, I would have took it inside and taught the kids a valuable lesson, cut it in fours and split it in fours. Like, yo, we all for each other. We on the same team. So when one of us eat, we all eat. The kid would have been sick because my daddy bought it. But so what? We here.
Yo, I knew a chick real quick. I knew a chick one time that said that anybody that she was with, if she had to do something for her baby father, they would have to help her. She was like that. She will never allow her baby father to be in an effed up situation because she don't want her kids to see their father like that. So what she would do is buy gifts for her kids and say, look, oh, your dad bought this for you. And then she would tell them, call your dad and say thank you. And they would call him and say thank you for gifts that he did not buy. But she said she didn't want them to grow up thinking that their father never did nothing for them. How do you feel about that?
Love that. I love that. I really do. I think that I appreciate that, because for me, it's her being selfless and understanding that the children are what matters more. Like, I'm not trying to put nobody on blast, but when my daughter's with her father, if he ain't got it and I got it, he got it. That's it. Because I would want it the same way. So it's like, if I didn't have it and you had it, you provide that. So the same way. So I feel like she's doing, I think that what she's doing is honorable.
I ain't got nothing to say.
What do you feel like, Babs? Like, do you feel like she's doing something that's honorable?
There's no way in the world that I'm going to be lying to my child like that. Now, I'm not going to be talking down on their father, but that would be an arrangement me and him would have to make. Like, yo, can you do me this solid? And he would have to pay me back, because people go, on hard times. But I'm not going to take it amongst myself to say, hey, let me go and buy some birthday gifts or put extra gifts under the tree and tag daddy name on it just because I don't want my kids to think that their father is not a deadbeat. Like, nah, it don't work
But
like
we
that.
got Santa right from Santa.
Yeah,
Yeah, but still, that's a whole nah. It's not the same. Santa ain't my baby daddy. At the end of the
what
day, we need
what
to
up,
have
Dave?
we need to have a conversation. If I have that type of relationship with my baby father and he going through hard times, that's different. But for me to just be with a dude that ain't, he ain't trying to get it for his kids, and I'm like, oh, I don't want my son to feel like his dad ain't there for him. Nah, he ain't, because what happens when they get old enough? And then, like, they could see things for themselves. Eventually, they're going to see what it's hitting for. I'm not
Yeah.
going to lie. I'm not lying to my kids because for him, I'm not doing that.
I
But
even
I'm
feel
not
like
going
if
to
you would
talk down on him.
somebody on hard times, like if I was with somebody and they fell on hard times and we was going out to a restaurant, I got more bread. I'm gonna give you the bread so when the bill come, you could pay the bill. That's what they used to do back in the day. Like, it's not gonna be a reoccurring thing. We gonna help you get back on your feet. But in the meantime, in between time, I wouldn't mind doing that. Like, I wouldn't want you to feel slighted because I'm more
This is
lit.
my thing, though. Kids don't care about money. And so it don't matter to them. You could take a kid to a park. You could take a kid to a dollar store. And they will remember that. Oh, my dad used to do that. My father used to take me to Roy Rogers. Shout out to Roy Rogers. And I used to
Yo,
think that,
I fucking love Roy
yes.
Rogers.
And I used to come home like he done took me to a 5-star restaurant. And my mother would be looking like, really? And I'm like, yeah, my dad took me. Look at this burger. I thought it was lit. I didn't care about no money. I just spending time with my dad. He could have bought me a hot dog and chilled with me and we lit.
No, you're right, Babs. What you're saying is not wrong. You're right. It is more about the time. But she's not wrong for, attempting to make her children not feel slighted or devalued.
I, I definitely, it's admirable because like there are emotions that come up with a child knowing that your dad was a deadbeat. So I think like, growing up feeling daddy care about me even if he's not in my life. Like I mean I like the idea. I don't know if I would do it, but if I got it to do it, I definitely feel like unless somebody new is in my life. Now she's single, cool. But if I'm in a new relationship, now we did this right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just like being a lesbian, man. It's just so much pressure being a straight woman. It really is. Like, girls, I tried to be straight for a couple months in 2015, and it was such a horrible experience. I left there feeling so bad for straight women. So shout out to all the straight women. I mean, girl, y'all go through a lot.
Luck, so what was the difference?
Well, for one thing that stands out in my mind is that if the man's thing is not at attention, that you may feel like it's your fault. I experienced that, and then that will cause you to have some esteem issues because maybe he's don't like me or what's wrong with me or maybe I gained a little weight. If the thing not working, and it could just be erectile. I remember laying in bed with a nigga, his thing wasn't working, and that commercial came on. I was so hard for me not to laugh. Or like, men, they be having a lot of women, and I know lesbians do too, because at one time I was outside, but it's different. Like, you married and stuff, just the games that they play. And like, my game is tight. Like, I've been practicing for years now on these girls. So when they throwing a game at me and they not as good as me, it got very annoying, very boring. But I just feel bad about
But that's the same thing, though. So it's like, just because your thing's not at attention because, it's a prosthetic, you're still not turned on, and that can still make a woman have confident issues and self-esteem issues the same way. If she go to get freaky sneaky with you and your shit Desert Storm, you not getting, the juices ain't flowing for her, that could hurt her heart the same way as a man not getting an
here, over here, like long as you with it, we got all type of oils, you know what I mean? Gun oil, lubes and stuff. So over here, like, that might happen. Boy, I ain't.
But the man feels weird. So if you're having issues, you know, getting an erection, and then she needs spit or lubrication or whatever, now a man, his psyche, so it's like, you know, evolving door of emotion of issues.
I had to do some ungodly things to get that engine going. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did things that I'm ashamed of, and like I have nightmares.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, seriously, like, you know, I did things that I'm ashamed of, but straight women do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's like a way of life, you know, but to me, it was like, no, I'm ashamed. I spoke about it in my comedy show. Shout out, Miss Lissa gave me my opportunity. My cousin told me about a place called the Gooch. Now, I had no business trying to go find something that I never knew where it was at. I had no business doing this. And then I still feel the ball on my eye. Like, I went down there and the ball was on my eye. I missed where I was going. I needed directions. I don't know where to find it. This man ass is in my face. It was like, this is terrible. You know what I'm saying? God, why did you make me do this? God, why? You know, I was trying to be straight because I had fibroids, and they was like, you want to have a baby? I said, you know what? This is my sign to go have a baby. So I was messing with this man. I thought I was supposed to be straight. You know, like, the shit was not it for me, but there's straight women. This is y'all way of life. So I have so much more respect for y'all.
I'm not doing anything with the Gooch unless it's Gucci. I'm sorry. But
my cousin,
I'm sorry that happened to you.
It was my cousin. She was a professional straight woman. So, like, she would come to his house, and I'm in there cooking breakfast. But I got on basketball shorts and a wife beater. That nigga knew who I was before then. But she was like, you can't be dressing like this. We want to put on lingerie. Like, he knew me for years. He know what I'm doing, what I dress like. You know, it's not like I met him on, you know, Match.com. Like, this is my nigga. He know. You know, so she started telling me, no, you know, I think I'm going to be straight. So it's going to be my boyfriend, so I'm trying to learn. You know? So she's like, you got to do certain things. You got to sleep in your wig. You know, you got to put makeup on. I said, this is crazy. Like, what? So she was telling me, if you really want to do something to him, you know, he's going to like you more. Go under the ball. And then it did. He was a chubby man at that. It wasn't like he was a bodybuilder. So it was.
We fall down, but we get up. Thank God you got through that. I'm sorry that happened to you. Bless that man and his gooch. That's not the wave. I really do feel like, you know, sex is more mental than it is physical. And if you don't have that connection and you don't have vibe, sometimes that it's, you know, issues of the sexual aspect, but it's really the mental part. Because I have something that I love, baby, but I can't be with him. But every time I had to tell my girl to stop calling his guy. Like, stop it. Stop calling him. It wasn't me. It was because they had a different connection. And so I just feel like it's mental.
I deal with a man whose stroke wasn't as good as mine. It was a waste of time. Like, I was like, I turned around like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying?
And some of that's true because, some of these dudes really don't know what they doing, but they think they know what they doing. It's so weird.
I blame women.
Weird.
I blame women for that. If he doesn't know what he's doing and he keeps doing it and you moaning and you telling him it's his, it ain't yours. The same way, if you put in too much teeth, he gonna say, you put too much teeth. If he gonna say, turn around and do this, I want it like this. Do that to them too.
See,
let me know what you
problem I had.
Please.
Like this.
I don't like it like this. That ain't it. You wrong hole. You gotta be honest, okay? Stop lying, cause the moaning is lying. Be silent. Let him sit and be still and know that this ain't it. Be quiet. Don't moan if it's not good. Ask him for the TV remote. Like, I want to do something else. This ain't it.
No, see, and that's the thing. Yo.
No,
see,
say stop. Say stop. Ain't no, just Just
I
stop.
stopped.
It's a dub. I'm not
Oh,
ready. Like,
hey,
what's happening? What is
oh,
happening here?
It was
start paying
yo,
your
it was
free.
my hotel room, and I told him I had to go.
No, he could.
It was my room, and I was like, I gotta go. I'm out of here.
Yeah, but I blame women for that. Like, we gotta stop allowing these men's egos to be boosted. And men give you unsolicited advice. They tell you what hairstyle they like, what dress they don't like. They want you to have pretty feet. Meanwhile, you running around with black toenails. How dare you? Okay, how dare you?
And then I'm late to.
Honest, lady, stop letting these men play with you. That's why I'm thinking, and that's why I'm not. No, until I meet my husband, I'm good. I'm gonna know when I meet him. I ain't met him yet.
That's why I stayed away from that area. It was very, I have so many other stories, but it's very, very traumatizing. So again, shout out to all the straight women who, you've had a lot of practice through the years, so you know how to do what you're doing. So
Yes, and when he
congratulations.
asks you, when he say, "Ooh, do it feel good?" and if it don't, say no.
No,
No. Don't try to lie to
no,
get to rush him. Like, no, don't
no,
rush him. Don't be like, "Oh, let me hurry up and get this over with." No, ain't no hurrying
no,
up. Period.
no.
Go
Okay.
home.
And speaking of period, tell him you got your period. I gotta go. I got my period.
I'm just gonna get in this and cry in the shower. That's it.
No. We tired of doing all these extra jobs. And speaking of jobs, the Burger King worker was snubbed by the company, so he never missed a day of work in 27 years. And the gift they presented him was like balloons, keychains, like it was all some BS. So the internet responded, and now he received over $200,000 in donations from people that felt bad for him. Let's take a look. This is the man that never missed a day of damn work at Burger King.
Hey, I just want you guys to know that on all these days where it's hard to keep employees and not feeling appreciated, I've worked here for 27 years. I've never missed not one day of work, never called out. And I want you to know that it's good to feel appreciated. This is what I got. They also got me chocolate cake last week. And I guess this. I had a bag, a nice bag. And this.
Can't really hear it, Lissa.
A movie ticket. Thank you very much.
Some
And I also got
a cup.
blackberries.
It's his speaker. So he's saying that he was actually very thankful. It wasn't like he wasn't grateful. So they gave him a bag, they gave him a chocolate cake, some keychains, some gum. They said it was some candy. It was a thank you bag from Burger King for never missing a day of work in 27 years. The internet responded and people donated money to him, and now he has over $200,000 in donations because Burger King was playing with him.
Now, two things. One, I need to come up with a sob story for the internet as well, so that I could get a bag. But I wrote on one of the blogs that the day of the entrepreneurs, here it's time for us to get our own jobs. Create our own, jobs, be business owners, something like that. Entrepreneur, whatever. There, I got over 3,000 likes, 4,000 likes on the comment. Do you know there was about 100 and change people in there arguing with me? Not everybody could be a boss, and who's going to be the workers. People tried to insult me. People were upset. Now, of course, it was a smaller number, so, I only respond to a couple of people if I did, because, I'm petty sometimes. But it was disgusting. But at the same time, they were right. Not everybody's meant to be a boss, and not everybody, I can't get mad at Burger King. That's what they did. They paid you every day you didn't miss. I have a problem with you working at Burger King for 27 years. You know what I'm saying? So they probably do too. You've been here 27 years, man. You don't have high expectations. So I could just give you this. I give you anything. 27 years and you're not the district manager, you still in the kitchen, I'm going to give you what you deserve. And that's the harsh reality.
Babs, how do you?
Shout out to him. I wouldn't do it. I never forget. I went to my grandmother. Shout out to my grandmother. Rest in peace. I went to her retirement party, and I walk in. It said 25 years. They had the banner up, and I was young, and I was like 25 years. We rich. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, we rich. Like, because I know damn well you ain't worked here for 25 years, and we not rich. And so I knew from a very young age that that's not what I wanted to do. I just was like, damn, so you took the same route for 25 years. You woke up the same time every morning, took the same route, walked up these same blocks, walked into the same building, and the same way back home for 25 years. And then you know what? When they retire, and if they, that all of that time she worked, she accumulated stuff. She bought property and stuff like that. And then when she got old, the government said, yeah, we're not giving you no stipends. You need a home attendant. You need a nurse. We're not giving you that. You know why? Because you a homeowner. You own property. So what you need to do is pay for it yourself or sell your house or give it away, because as long as you own property, to them, you got money. And so
Right.
all that time you put in for work, you know, all of these years, and you can't get no stipends, but you got a bitch that never worked, and she could get all this free shit from the government. For all the elderly people that worked so many years, and they worked and they so proud of their home, their house that they bought, took care of it. And now the government is telling them to give it away. Give it away. If you want us to help you, you want health insurance, you want a home attendant. Like, no, we're not giving you none of that. And so it's crazy. And then a lot of times the family, that's why the family got to come in and help. You know what I mean? Because the government is not going to help, and they pay taxes. They pay taxes for all these years. But the bitch who ain't pay no tax. Like, yo, my mother said she watched chicks come in, she said, yo, I'm watching chicks come in Sam's Club with 2 shopping carts full of shit, and they swiping the EBT card. And my mother was like, I can't get an EBT card, and I pay taxes for mad years. You know what I'm saying? So she's on a fixed income now, but she can't get none of them stipends that the bitch getting that ain't pay no taxes. My mother like, I'm the one who should have 2 shopping carts filled. I paid the taxes. I worked. This is crazy.
Babs Bunny for president.
That's a fact. And that kind of goes back to what Barry Bonds was saying the other day about the Republicans versus the Democrats. Like, you know, it's about, you know, making people submissive and do less so they can get the government help, and the people that actually work and do certain things, they don't qualify for things that people that don't even pour into the world get to have, like EBT and, you know, just like you said, attendance and Section 9, 10, all of those things are created to, you know, hold us down, hold us back.
The wars
Definitely.
that we ain't got
So
nothing to do with.
Make sure y'all got some savings, people. We have to think about that next phase in our life, when we gonna become a senior citizen, because it's a lot of senior citizens out here that worked hard, and they can't really get no help. The government is shitting on them. They like the forgotten ones after they put in all of this work. You know, so you don't want to be struggling to pay your mortgage, and your kids got to come in and help you because your boiler done broke, and now you need a new boiler. Because when you own a house, you got to remember, when things break, it's up to you to get it fixed. You know, and now you want this fixed income. And so we gotta prepare for that. We have to prepare, not only because we talk about life insurance, so we setting it up for our families when we gone, but we gotta prepare for when we become senior citizens, because you want to be chilling. You want to have your feet kicked up. You do not want to be stressed out. I'm telling you now.
Word, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it straight from Babs Bunny. Babs.
Oh, man.
I'm part of the birthday party with Kanye West. I'm not a Democrat or Republican. I'm part of the birthday party.
Yo, when he did that was so funny. But if you love our show and you want more, make sure you are subscribed to our YouTube channel. After the show, head to YouTube, touch that search box, pause, and type in Bacon, Egg, the letter N, Cheese Show. Hit subscribe and don't forget to tap that notification bell because you don't want to miss any exclusive content. We're going to have more stuff on the YouTube channel very, very, very soon. And we're also still looking to build our team. So email us at thebecshow@gmail.com if you would like to help us grow this platform.
All right, let's get out of here.
Yeah. Hey, this is a public service announcement. No more games will be played. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show with Lady Luck, Babs, Bunny, and I go by Miss Lissa. Okay. It's the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.